Well, I am streaming like I should be. I am. It's upcoming. Hello, everybody. Welcome to What You Huntin' Wednesday. This is going to be a talk show. I'm waiting for, hey, baby stuff. Hey, Susie, how are you? Vintage Homespun. Welcome in, everybody. Let me get there she is. Let me get my co-host, Afternoon Antique Co., Kylie, in here real quick, and we'll get this party rolling. Let's get her in here, and we're going to invite the co-host. We will confirm, and we'll double check and do a sound check once she.
Hi, can you see me?
Hey, young lady, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I am awesome. I hope you are, and I hope everybody here is. I'm good, friend. I'm good. Susan Fafaza's here. Susan's here. We got it. We got a good crew here. To kind of let everybody know what's going on. This is What You Huntin' Wednesdays. This is going to be a weekly event with me and Kylie. My name's Ken. They call me the Gumby Man. I go by either Gumby or Ken. It doesn't matter. And my friend Kylie, who is Afternoon Antique Co. Please make sure you're giving her a follow as well. We come up with this concept to bring the community together. Yes. Hey, Ferris Fines, how are you? To bring the community together because there's a lot of people out there popping into shows, right? And they're saying, do you have any hippos? Or do you have any this? Do you have any that? And what we want to do is bring the community together with buyers and sellers and ask you guys, as buyers, what you hunting? What you hunting? So Kylie, go ahead and tell them your side of the story, how you think about what this show should be about. And it's just a talk show, guys. Feel free to come and hang out.
Yeah, no pressure to buy anything. We're just talking. So our goal for this is to connect buyers and sellers. So we have a lot of people who we all sell the same things, really, but some things we have specific things. Like, for example, Gumby might not have this little carnival glass thing that you're looking for. And I do. So if you come into Gumby's room and you're like, hey, do you have that carnival glass stippled raised dish? And he's like, no, I don't. I wish I could help you. And then the buyer has to spend all this time going in and out of shows trying to figure out where to find this one specific item. But here, it's going to make it a lot easier. Thank you. Magic.
Those amazing,
it's going to make it a lot
glasses.
So we're kind of partnering with OMGYG. If you guys don't know, she has a website called omgyg.com. And there's a lot of useful information on there for sellers. There's trains on there that you can join. There's like a list of events. But for buyers and sellers, there is a BOLO list, which stands for Be on the Lookout. So, for example, I have something that I'm on the lookout for that I wanted to share with you guys to give you an example of how this is going to work. So please read the show notes. Basically, we are going to take your requests and we're going to submit them to OMGYG's website. Obviously, you can do this on your own if you'd like, but we'd like to streamline it, make it a little easier. So we're going to ask you, obviously, your username. We're going to ask you what you're looking for. We're going to ask for any details, and then we're going to ask what your maximum price you're willing to pay for it is. So please note that in the notes, by giving us your request, you are consenting to having tags, messages, and being listed on the BOLO list. You can always have it removed if you're done hunting for it. If you've already found it, you can contact OMGYG. But for example, this is our list of all the items that we're going to keep and record. And then after the show, I'm going to submit it to OMGYG's website. But this is something I'm hunting for. This is a vintage cast iron Pennsylvania Dutch light switch cover. Hi, Bree. It says out in the light. So my grandma used to say that phrase, and I have a Pennsylvania Dutch corner in my house that has a single light switch. So I've been able to find the double light switch a million times over, but it's very hard to find the single light switch. So if there's any buyer or any sellers out there that have that, let me know. You can send me a message or you can tag me in your show when you're selling it and I'll buy it up. My max price is $15. I'll pay up to $15 for that. Yeah, so it means turn out the lights, but it's just the Pennsylvania Dutch way of saying it. So that's what I'm looking for.
I never knew you were looking for that till a few days ago. See? And exactly. If I'd have known that a month ago, I'd have been looking a month ago.
Yep. And my husband did find one on eBay and it was like $18. And I was like, well, you know what? If I can find it from a whatnot seller, I would rather buy it from a small person that I can see and talk to than some random person on eBay. So I'd much rather buy it from a whatnot seller and support whatnot sellers. So if anybody has one of those,
Jesse, she's
let
a
me know.
small person.
So if there's anything else, we can go ahead and start. So we can go ahead and start. If anybody has any request, you can just put it in the chat and we'll start chatting about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
We have so many requests out there. We have people all the time coming in. Do you have Garbage Pail Kids? Do you have an Empoli genie stopper in ice blue with a certain finial? Like it's hard to find this stuff.
We're all small persons here. I hear you. You know, in the way we really are, we're all individuals. We are. Dover's in the house, but if you're looking for something in particular, go ahead and feel free to shout it out and say, Gumby, Kylie, I'm looking. Holt, there we go. Holt Howard. There we go. Vintage and
Okay,
homespun.
let me go ahead and let me ask you a few questions.
Yep.
Are there anything specific you're looking for as far as Holt Howard goes, or just anything that says Holt Howard, you are into it? And then also, what's the max price you're willing to pay for any
Anything.
so any
Anything.
item? And what's the max price you're willing to pay for any one individual item? Oh my gosh, yes. We have apparently there's a really nice Amish community here in Indiana, but it's about 2 hours north of us. So I don't really get a chance to go there. But my grandma had a ton of Amish furniture, a ton of Amish furniture, and we didn't really get to keep it because we don't have room for it. But I love Amish. Yeah, it's
That's
awesome.
cool.
They make
Yeah.
really good food. As
As
long
long
as
as
it's
it's in
in
good
good
condition,
condition,
you're
you are
willing. Okay.
willing to pay.
All right. Hey, Sassy Vintage Chick, how are you, friend?
Gotcha, friend. Good
Glass
condition.
soda bottles with heart labels. Now, what exactly?
Like the
Darling Dover,
paper
what
labels?
are they? Glass soda bottles with heart labels. And guys, if you have a picture, that would help too. If you have a picture of the item you're
Yeah.
looking for, feel free to message it to either me or Kylie, either one or both. I don't
Yep.
care. We can put it together. Uh, and
I'm in Indianapolis, southeast Indianapolis. Okay,
Perfect,
cool.
perfect, Dover. Thank you.
And is there a max price on that or anything? Yeah, cool. We're nearby. Neighbors.
Neighbors are cool, isn't it? Just don't kill her.
Don't tell me.
Okay. Anyway,
Gotcha.
I guess what people say, most people, if they're really, really trying hard to find something and they can't find it, most
Yep.
people are willing to pay up a little bit if it's in a good
Yep.
condition.
Yep.
You know,
True.
I personally don't have anything in particular that I look for. Um, I I like to think that I have an eye for things that I think people will like. So I buy
Yeah.
things in general. However, once we get this list together, I know now what people are looking for. And I'm tell you, when I go picking, I'm gonna have that list with me. I'm gonna have that list with me, and I'm gonna scan over it before I go picking. And then as I go picking, go, oh, look at there. Is that what they're looking for? Maybe it is. And is it in that price range? If it is, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna grab it. Now, the thing that
I also just tagged
there we go.
somebody,
Right.
Donna's Doodad. She sells Holt Howard, and she's actually quite the expert on it. I have an identification show this Friday on my channel, where I'm going to be talking about different. I'll be talking about antique bottles. Donna's Doodads will be discussing Holt Howard versus reproductions, and we have a lot of great sellers that are going to be talking about different things. So she's one of the Hold Howard sellers. So if you wanted to connect with her, she probably has some good stuff that you're looking for. Very reasonably priced too.
And I'm gonna be asking all kinds of questions. I want to learn. I
Oh
want to
yeah,
learn big time.
yes, yeah. There's a lot of stuff to learn. Yeah, she's a great
Perfect.
seller. She's really cool.
All right, so we got Hulk Howard. We've got bottles with hearts. We got the
Switch
light
plate.
switch plate.
Yep.
What else got you guys looking for? Anything in particular?
Critter Chops, welcome in. So if you're just coming in, guys, we are putting requests in the chat. Anything that you're looking for, if it's something that you shop for, you can put your request in the chat and we will submit it to OMGYG's website, and we'll also connect you with other sellers. We'll tag you, message you if we find the item that you're looking for.
I can tell you right now, Critter Chops is looking for clovers. Thank you, darling Dover. Appreciate that. Critter Chops, if you're in here, my friend, looking for clover, he likes you. He's looking for uranium clover. I know that for a fact because I'm looking for that for him as well. I think I found one for him a few months back, but he's looking for that.
I
Yep.
collect clovers myself.
Yes, he does.
Look at it.
Oh,
Beautiful. And it's silver plate. It's beautiful. But that's mine. I'll sell it to you if I ever decide to sell it, but it's mine. It's mine.
Donna's doodads just jumped in the chat.
There she is. Donna, we were talking about how you are an expert at Holt Howard. So
and vintage art supplies, old pencils, pencils
okay.
and pens. That's right. That's right.
Okay, so pencils and pens, anything else like I don't know, what kind of arts, but like paintbrushes, things like that. Yay, Dover! And what's your budget as well? Girl, you're an expert. Don't cut yourself short. You know all the things. She is passionate about it, for sure. But we had somebody who was we have Vintage and Homespun is looking for Holt Howard. They are willing to, depends on how much they're willing to pay. As long as it's in good condition, they're looking for anything that says Holt Howard. They're all about it. So vintage art supplies. So pens, pencils.
Composition dolls, loose body parts are welcome. I've got a few heads. I got a few heads behind me. Don't count.
Composition dolls.
Hello, everyone on YouTube.
I know,
guys,
budget is a hard word.
Yeah, it's a hard word. And guys, I also want to let you know if you're watching this show, right, and if you're a seller, we will make sure that we will repeat the name of the buyer and what they're looking for as we're talking to them. Then you can go back on YouTube later if you want to, and you can watch it on my channel, The Gummy Man, and go back and you can fast forward. Do you find the right spot? If you forget, you didn't write it down, or if you lost where you wrote it down. I'm bad about writing notes. I'll write notes and, well, heck, I need to write a note where I put the note, right? So that's going to be available as well as on the BOLO list. But I'm telling you, if you're a seller, this is going to be very important to you guys.
Yep. Because then you'll know what to pick for.
Exactly.
So next time you're out, you know, like you might look at vintage art supplies and think, I don't think I can really make any money on that as a seller. I don't think there's really a market for that. But now you know Critter Chops is looking for your vintage art supplies. So if you can get it for a good price and you can flip it to Critter Chops, there you go. Makes it easier.
And guys, as buyers, or sellers, I don't know about you, Kylie. I'm not looking to make a mint. I'm not looking to make a mint. This, to me, now some people do it as a business. I get that. Do it as a business, and I'm semi-business. I'm semi-business because I had to pay overhead. You know,
right.
But I do it for fun. I do it for the love of the pick. I do it for just and Whatnot has brought this to me, which I absolutely love the fact that we can hang out with people, get to know people, what they like, and have fun with it, and help others.
I have fun, but it's also a full-time job for me. It is. I do this all the time. 24/7, I am working on my business, whether it's on Whatnot or other platforms. This is my full-time, all the time thing. And I make a living off of this. So I like to make deals with people because when I started this business, I started this a lot because of my grandparents. They were very, very poor. They literally paid $1 per year for their rent because they were so poor. And they used to pick items for very, very cheap, and they owned some really nice stuff. Like they owned really cool, like this, they would own this vase and they got it in the junkyard for free. And it's like, wow, that's a really beautiful piece. So I was inspired to still make beautiful items accessible to people who don't make $1 million. I'm not trying to sell my stuff to Kim Kardashian. I'm trying to sell my stuff to Jim Bob, who lives in Minnesota, and that makes me happy. So, like earlier today, I sold Gumby a uranium pitcher for 25 bucks. It's been on my other platform for 50 bucks for like, I know, sorry. It's been on my other platforms for like a year at 60 and it hasn't sold. So I was
And
like, you
that's
know what? I
crazy.
can
That's
sell.
crazy.
I know, and I can still, that is crazy because I'm pretty sure that I just listed it wrong. I don't think, maybe it was in the wrong category or something because that's like a huge seller. I'm
Yeah,
shocked.
yeah,
Yes, we're doing
yeah.
it for the love of vintage, and I would hate, look how gorgeous this is. This would end up in the trash. It would. It would absolutely
Yep.
end up in the trash or broken or something. So I'd rather sell a uranium pitcher to Gumby for half of its value, at least to me, and still make a little bit of profit than just
Yeah.
let it go to the Goodwill and then somebody sell it for $2 to someone who breaks it apart and makes a mosaic out of it. I'm like, "What? Why'd you
No,
do that?
no, no,
That's a
but nothing
1930s
against those
vintage
people.
picture."
Not, but nothing against those
No, not
people
at
do
all.
that
Not
either.
at all.
because
Not at
people
all.
buy
But
stuff from us to do that.
that's true. That's true. But, you paid for it. That's fine. As long as
Right, right.
it's all fair to all of us. It's fair.
So yeah,
Had
it's
McDonald's for dinner.
hey, guess what I have for dinner? I didn't make it
Oh
to
my
dinner.
gosh.
No, you don't. Right, you don't have to break art to make art. That's correct.
If it's
However,
already
you got to
broken,
realize
sure.
now. You got to realize art is in the eye of the beholder. So somebody could see something, to them, it's not art, but they want to make it art. You see,
Yeah.
so
Not gonna lie though, it
everybody,
does break my heart when I
yeah,
learn that people use my 1800s trade cards to cut up and make into, like, things, and I'm like, "No, that's survived 150
right,
years."
right, right.
So it is a little painful, but at the same time, I'm not gonna stop you. You paid for it, boom. Yes, it is a method of recycling. It keeps it from the trash, and somebody might, instead of displaying it like that, they might rather have it displayed as a piece of jewelry, and it still lives its life. So that's
It's yeah,
fine.
it still lives on. It still lives on. Now,
Yeah.
the people that get me, I've seen people that buy uranium glass and break it up into shards and use it as glass crumbles on art. So therefore, some people may see that plate and go, "Oh no, not a broken plate," but some people see that as these little itty bitty pieces that they glue on top of stuff that gets accents and all that kind of cool stuff. So yeah,
Yep.
everybody sees everything
Yeah,
differently,
like
and that's what
Dover.
makes us different.
Yep, like Dover. Dover took a bunch of vintage tins that had a little bit of patina, and they might not necessarily be worth that much money, and people aren't reusing them because they have patina, and they're like, "Oh, I don't want to put my items in here for them to get dirty or something."
Right,
And she would recreate them, and then they look gorgeous, and you can display them as like decorations in your house. And now that's going to survive for even longer instead of just the tin. Like, no one's
right.
gonna keep this little peanut butter tin, but they're gonna keep the peanut butter tin if it has a stained glass art piece on top and, like, other stuff. It's awesome.
And I'm gonna
It's
tell you,
awesome.
Dover stuff. Oh my gosh. I don't know why. Either I was working or something, but she had a show, and I went back after the fact and looked at some of the stuff she had in there. It is incredible, guys. It is
I have a piece.
absolutely incredible.
Yep.
All right, so what else, guys? What else are we looking for? Oh, shucks. I'm serious. I don't just say that. I don't say that, guys. I say if I say something, I mean it. I'm telling you. If I
Yep.
say something, I mean it. That's some good stuff. So what else are we
And if
looking
you're
for,
just
friends?
joining, check the notes, my friends, for you to get a info on what the heck's going on here. We're doing a talk show about what you're hunting. And we're going to do this every Wednesday. So if you have something you're looking for that you can't find, ask here. And we will add it not only to the OMGYG list, but sellers in the chat right now can come and ask you,
Right.
hey, I have this. Here you go.
And for a first time show, part of the art supplies is drafting pencils. Okay, so drafting pencils is part of the stuff that critter
Gotcha.
shops are looking for. So older draft. Now, do they have
Is there a
critter shops?
certain,
Do they have writing on them, or how do we know what we're looking for when it comes to old drafting pencils? Because I had no knowledge of that. How do we know?
and what do you mean by old? Are you talking like,
Fountain pens, okay, I get that.
Are you talking about, like, pre-2000 or pre-1950 or oh, thank you,
Wow, guys.
Dover.
Hey, and guys, just so y'all know, you look, it's in the show notes as well. Any tips received tonight will be split 50-50. I will, in the
Oh,
show, I will go and transfer that money to college. Thank you,
thanks.
Dover. We appreciate you, friend.
Sure, Finds, are you looking for fountain pens or were you helping Critter Chops? Because I do know somebody who has a very cool fountain pen, Jean Marie's Vintage. I don't know if she has it available yet, but she did pick it not long ago, and I was helping her research it. And it's a really nice early, I think it was 1930s fountain pen, and it's really nice. So, okay, cool.
Well, there you go.
Any age on that? Specific age? Fountain pen? Any, specific age or material, like only metal ones, only wooden
Hey,
ones? I'm
Muriel.
not super familiar with fountain pens. And then, whatever your maximum price is also would be helpful.
Welcome in, everybody. In case
Yeah,
y'all are
fountain
just
pens are
new and
kind
just
of
just
I like
arriving.
okay.
Okay. In case y'all are just arriving, this is a talk show, weekly talk show that me and Kylie are putting together. What You Hunting Wednesdays, where you come in and let us know what you're looking for. We're putting a spreadsheet together. We're uploading it, giving it to OMGYG to put on her website as well. We will keep a copy of it as well and distribute to whoever we think will be able to help you out as well. So when you're coming in, read the show notes. You are agreeing by letting us know what you're looking for. You are agreeing to let us use your name and tag you or message you or reach out to you the best we can through Whatnot, unless you provide us with other information you want us to reach you out to. Our goal is to bring everybody together and help everybody find what they're looking for. That's the goal. 1880 Older's Bar Tavern menus or warning signs.
We
That's
do have a
cool.
really cool one that he
That's
wants to
cool.
start collecting more.
Jesse
Or
loves a good warning sign.
or or warning signs. And what is I guess we would put depends for the price range because it depends on
Yeah, those are
how
things that,
old, what the
yeah, what it
condition
is.
is,
Yeah.
preferably framed, or I don't know, it really depends.
And thank you to everybody right now that's watching
But
on YouTube as well, guys. So what else are we looking for, friends? The list is a pretty good list for the first day. Now remember, this is going to be a weekly thing. Hey, Diane, how are you, friend? How are you? And let us know what you're hunting, guys. This is for Danny. Danny just joined me on YouTube. Danny King Gaming 91 that came over from England. He's in
oh
England. He
yeah,
just
I
joined us.
remember that.
Yep. Hey, Danny, he's on YouTube. So hello, Danny. How you doing, friend? Thank you for coming and hanging out with us.
Yeah, and also if you're a seller, Gumby, if this is okay with you, if you're a seller, if you'd like to put what you sell in the chat right now,
Yeah.
whether you're a
Ab-
toy seller, a
sure.
comic seller, a decor seller, what do you usually sell so that people can follow
Yeah.
you if that's what they're
Absolutely.
interested in?
Absolutely. Because
Feel free to do that.
my philosophy is, and I think Kylie agrees the same. There is enough hippos to go around. There's enough
Okay,
small pencil sharpeners to go around because anybody can sell one of these, right? Anybody can. It don't matter.
oh, what is that? Hold on, wait, what is that? Is that a steamboat?
It's a pencil sharpener.
Did you know I collect pencil sharpeners?
Yes, I did. That's why I showed it.
You you sneaky little sneaker. You are sneaky. Diane, if you don't mind, what we have the picture. So she sent you a picture of a stopper that she's looking for. What is the maker of the stopper if you know, and then what is the maximum price that you're willing to pay? Yes, look at all the peoples. No clue on the maker. Okay. You're just looking for you probably broke one and now you need a replacement, right?
Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us.
And I'm
You have
assuming it's
reached.
glass.
Yeah, you know now on these stoppers, there are people. Be careful. There are people out there on other platforms, I got you, Diane. Thank you. I'll share it later. There are people on other platforms that make the stoppers, but they make them out of resin. So make sure
Ooh.
if you're buying a stopper that you are buying one that is glass specifically, because these
Yep.
people get good money for them resin stoppers.
And
And you
they're
know how I
good
know?
fakes until you get it in the
You know how
mail
I
and you're like,
know? I got one.
oh, geez.
I got
Oh,
one. Hang on.
no.
I think it's right here. Yep. It's a good fake. It's a really, really good fake.
Wow, I would not have guessed that was
That's
resin.
resin.
Wow,
Really good fake.
that's sneaky.
But you know,
That's
now
sneaky.
now for some people, yeah,
Very
exactly.
true. Better than
Exactly. That's
nothing.
that's that's where I'm getting at. That's where I'm getting at. For some people, as long as you know what you're getting and it's a uh advertised as resin, by all means, if you want to
Yep.
sell those, by all means sell them. Just
Yep.
be honest.
Yep.
Just be
And
honest.
Diane, now that we're talking about that, Diane, are you looking for a glass one only, or are you okay with resin? Yep. Faza does like paperweights for sure.
Mike, letting you know I've got 17 on the way.
Yes. So, is there a specific shape that you like more, Mike, or is it just whatever catches your eye? And then what's your max price? Oh, geez, yeah. See, I wouldn't mind. I'm kind of
Glass.
okay. You
Yeah.
like glass? I'm kind of a no fuss kind of gal. If I have a really nice glass bottle and it's mine and I'm not selling it, I don't mind having a resin stopper because I'm not going to use it. It's just for display.
Right.
But But if I'm gonna sell it, I'd prefer glass because it's nice, and if it was something that's really special to me, I definitely want glass.
Agreed. But I'm telling you,
But yeah,
stoppers.
guys, you can oh, go ahead.
Yeah, the stoppers. To be honest with you, on some of the more exquisite bottles, the stoppers are just as valuable as the bottle itself. I've
Yeah,
had
they are.
I've had people come in here and see the bottle I have and pretty much offer me the price. Oh, you can keep the bottle. I just want the stopper, but I'll pay you full price
Wow.
for it. I'm saying
Ooh,
okay.
geez.
So I got several bottles around here without stoppers
Mm.
now. You know.
And then Diana, was there a max price that you were willing to pay for that, or was it just depends on your mood that day? Because that's kinda how I am.
Yeah.
'Cause like I said max 15 on this, but if I find it on Whatnot, I might be willing to pay 20. We'll see. We'll see.
But you might get a deal. You might get it for 5.
Yep,
You never
exactly.
know.
That'd be nice. Rarely animal, okay. You love the antique ones, okay.
Rounder egg. I sold that. Mike, you remember that one I
Mm,
had, the
gotcha.
Polish one? I sold that one to somebody. Hey, Stace, how are you, friend? Welcome in. Max price 100 if it's special. I understand.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's got to be a special one for $100. Got to be a
Yep,
special one for $100.
gotcha.
Mike, matter of fact, I've got, I've got a. It's not a honey hole because I can't buy them and resell them at this particular place. But I know somebody that's got probably 150 paperweights for sale. However,
Ooh,
they're at retail price. So maybe you and me in the future can maybe do a private show and we can go that way, and I just make enough to cover my commission from Whatnot or something like. We'll figure out something. Just message me, Mike. We'll talk about that.
it's a friend deal.
Yep.
Oh, McCoy. Oh,
Yes,
that's right.
McCoy. That's right,
I
McCoy.
remember you said
Absolutely.
that. And then I'm assuming McCoy, it just depends. You want it to be in good condition, obviously, no chips or cracks or anything like that.
And they collect quite a bit. So here's the kicker on McCoy. Make sure it's something he ain't got. That's the tricky part. So
That's true.
so hopefully maybe if we ever run across a seller that has a bunch of McCoy, at that point in
Yep,
time, Mike, we tag you. Even if they got 1 or 2 pieces, we tag you, and you come
yep.
in. You can make
And
that decision whether
if
you
you're
want it
in
or
this
not.
chat right now, if you're in this chat right now and you're a seller and you have something that these people are asking for, tag them real quick and say, I sell
Yeah,
paperweights,
yeah,
I sell McCoy.
yeah.
This is not one of those like only Gumby can sell today or only
Nope,
Afternoon can
nope.
sell today. This is everybody is welcome to share. If you have these items, share it. Share it.
Because there's enough room on this platform, guys. I mean, you can see it. Everybody's coming in. There we go.
Good, yay.
There we go. Thrifty Drew and McCoy. You're getting
I
all
love
kinds
it.
of compliments on the glasses.
I do all the time. I do all the time, and it's so funny being in person, and then somebody at the grocery store is like, "I love your glasses," and I'm like, "Thanks. Look, this is me topless," and they lose their mind because they call these tops. So it's hilarious. They lose their minds, and they're like, "Oh
I
my
have seen
god,
her.
that's crazy!"
I have seen her with all of them. They're getting about that thick. All the different ones she has. It's crazy.
If y'all want my referral link, let me know. You'll get a discount, and you can buy your own glasses. These are the cheapest frames I've ever gotten. They're like $120 for the frames. When last time I paid like $300 for like a prescription one. So just tiny little commercial there.
There
Oh, there's a pottery tray next Sunday. Cool. I like
you
that. There's
go.
probably going to be McCoy there,
Should
most
be.
likely.
Should be. Well, while we're talking,
We
I'm gonna
do
give a
have
little
some McCoy, but it's personal.
small novelty clocks. Oh, there you go.
So I'm also,
Now,
I
Surefire is
didn't
your
want to
seller,
say it
right?
because, yeah, I didn't want to say it because I don't want to get too many messages, but I do collect, I'll get that in just a second. I do collect, pencil sharpeners, but only the metal ones. The metal, preferably vintage, but I do collect metal pencil sharpeners. I have about 10 right now. But yes, but I don't have that one. If I don't have it, I'm most likely gonna buy it, and I'm willing to pay up to 15 each
I'm
unless
not gonna
it's
do that to you.
really cool. That's fine. So, yeah, but yeah, that's my thing. So Picker's Place is looking for harpoons. So, when you say harpoon, do you mean harpoon, like the big old harpoons, or are you talking like small figural miniature kinda harpoons?
Yeah,
Thanks for
Surefire. Thank
coming,
you, friend.
Surefine.
Appreciate you. Come back
You want the
anytime.
bigger ones. So
Yeah,
I will tell you, it's gonna be very, very hard to find those online for a decent price. Um, it's gonna be very hard because what they weigh
agree.
like what, 20, 30 pounds?
At
So
least.
Whatnot is probably not the place for that. But I'm still gonna write down your request because you never know, somebody might live in your area. Where do you live? You don't have to tell me exact location, but um maybe I can add that into the details,
Yeah, we
that
want
you live
street
in
address,
the
zip code, the whole works.
no, like, I live in Indianapolis, so okay, so Connecticut. So, in
Connecticut.
the Connecticut area, preferably for pickup because it's gonna cost you, like, $120 to ship a harpoon, honestly.
Right.
But yeah, I'll put that down.
And we got
Yay,
a
a
raid.
raid!
Junk Junkie. Tell you what we're gonna do. I had this plan just in
Oh,
case we got a
cool,
raid.
I remember that.
I'm gonna do a giveaway. I'm gonna do a giveaway just for a raid. If you guys, I think I can do it. Can I? Let's see here.
What?
I should be able to do I should be able to do a giveaway while we're
You
running,
should.
right?
And then last question, Picker's Place, was there a max price you'd be willing to pay, or does it depend on condition? It's up to you. Um, but yeah, welcome in, friends. Check the notes. We are doing a talk show right now. This is called What You Huntin' Wednesday. It's the first ever edition, up to 100 each. Okay. It's the first ever edition of What You Huntin' Wednesday, where we connect buyers with sellers and sellers with buyers. So this show, you can put what you sell in the chat. You can also put what you're looking for. So please note that if you put in the chat what you're requesting, you are consenting to tags, messages, and being listed on OMGYG's website. So please note that. But we're going to ask you what you're looking for, any details, and what the max price is that you're willing to pay. And then this is what we have already. Look at that. We have so many requests already. That's awesome.
It's gonna be cool. It's gonna go on OMGYG's website, and also in the near future, it may be linked to mine as well. That's
Yep.
coming down the road.
Yep.
Estate Vintage Finds. Right. Yeah. So Wolverine Flipper Estate Vintage Finds covers a lot of territory, right?
Oh, I think that's what they sell. I think that's what they sell.
All right. In general, Estate Vintage Finds. I get you. Okay. That's what you're
Yep.
selling us. Okay, I got you. That makes sense. I thought that's what you were looking for. I said, "Oh my gosh." I know. I feel you.
So
I feel you, Wolverine.
So, for example, friends, this is something that I'm hunting for. I'm hunting for a cast iron switch plate that says out in the lights. And it is the single switch, not the double switch, because those are easy to find. The single switch. I have found it on eBay for about $18, but I'm not interested in buying something from a random eBay seller. I want to buy it from one of my whatnot peeps. So if you have one, I'm willing to pay 15 to 20. It really depends on how good the paint looks. But yeah, I'm looking for that. So if you guys want to request anything, let us know. Awesome. Okay, cool. Yep, that's how we feel too. We sell everything. Gumby
Yep.
sells literally everything. Toys,
Literally.
games, not games.
I
Sometimes.
do. I
Sometimes you sell
have.
games. Yep. Glass. The only thing I don't sell, baseball cards, stuff that's against the rules, and usually clothes. I do have some clothes, but I don't normally sell clothes. But
I have
otherwise, I
sold.
sell everything.
I've sold clothes in the past, so I can't say I don't
I
sell
have
clothes.
too. I
I've
have
sold
too. It's just
baseball
not my
cards.
main. It's just not a main category.
No, but now I'm telling you, I'm seeing a lot of folks on the platform that are now starting to sell clothing and doing
Yep.
well with it. And doing well with it. So, you know,
Yep.
there's room on this platform for everybody and everything that you sell, as long as it's legal, of course, and goes by the whatnot
Yes.
rules.
Of course, we're happy to do it.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
are
Diane.
happy to do it.
I'm telling you. I I think whatnot needs more of this. Yes, in the giveaway, friends. That's right. There's only 6 people in the giveaway right there. You're getting. It's not much, but it's free. Look at the 3 Welcome to Vegas poker chips. You'll get 3 Welcome to Vegas poker chips. Jump in the giveaway. It's free. Costs you absolutely nothing. That was my shameless plug to get in the giveaway.
Oh yeah, somebody the other day. Do you remember who was looking for atomic stuff in your show the other day?
No, I got to get better at writing that stuff down or screenshotting or something.
Look,
Oh my gosh, yes.
gorgeous. I
I
have
wish
two matching
Whatnot had a way
cups.
you can go back and recover the chat.
I know. I know.
What I
But
understand,
yeah,
they're
that's
working
something
on
I
it.
have. If anyone's looking, I have
There
some
you go.
atomic glasses for sale. There you go.
So
Oh yes,
we got 20
Bree goes
folks
to
in here.
Vegas
This is
often.
yep, 20 folks in here, and oh here. All right, Sunshine Vintage Shop. We
Cool.
sell just about everything from pallet stuff to vintage dolls and toys and collectibles. There we go. So and you know, I don't mind if
JP,
you advertise your shows in here too. Go right ahead.
Darling underscore Dover was here earlier and she said she is looking for old composition dolls, specifically composition dolls, which are usually antique. So if you have any antique dolls, reach out to Darling underscore Dover. She is looking for those. Vintage barware, cool. Cool.
So so buyers take note of that. Take note of that. And we know we may
Yep, there she is.
eventually expand the list when it gets to my website about having what sellers sell too. Right now we're
Yep.
focusing on compiling the list of what buyers are looking for. But maybe in the future we could add a little feature to this and say, "What? Here comes the giveaway. What sellers looking for? Look at there, just talking about his vintage stuff. There you go, coming your way, Jay Pish. Congratulations, friend.
Ooh.
Uh, but we're talking about possibly compiling a list of what sellers have. It had to be somewhat specific. It can't be.
Yep.
And don't take this wrong. I can say the same thing. I sell estate goods. Well, that covers
Glass
everything.
ephemera,
You know
yeah.
exactly. So
Good. Good. That's what Gumby does
that's what
too.
we do. That's what we do. It's
Yep.
all about helping. Again, the community, guys. It's the community, and I
Yeah,
could
today
tell
I raided
you,
someone with one person in the room and we showed up and she was selling items on behalf of veterans and she does not
yeah,
take a cut. She doesn't take a cut at all. It was American Honey. She does
yep.
not take any
American
of the money.
underscore honey. Yep.
She sells it on behalf of veterans, and that was awesome. And we rated her with one in the room, which sellers know that one is yourself.
Yes,
So
herself.
she was all alone, and we went in there, and I don't know if she made any sales. I didn't get to stick around, but
She got a
it
couple
was good to
tips.
meet her.
She got a couple tips.
Oh yes, that's right. That's right. Yes, that's true. There we go. Even more specific. Yes, the more specific, the better. Awesome. Old goblets. Okay.
Okay, Mike.
Okay. We will take a look at the picture.
Yeah, we will. But this is cool, guys. This is exactly what we were talking about doing here, and hopefully this will get to be a big thing where everybody wants to come in and share. Guys, this is what I'm hunting, because once we prove that this works, that we're finding stuff or helping you find what you're looking for, you'll come back, and it'll be a big platform, and everybody come here and say, "Oh my gosh, you need to go to What You Hunting Wednesdays, because I'm telling you, they're gonna help you find it." And that's what it's about. Is
Yeah,
that's
because
helping.
not only is it helping buyers keep them from having to go to 700 different shows and say, "Do you have old goblets? Do you have old goblets? Do you have old goblets?" Because I remember when I first joined Whatnot, there was a person that just happened to be in every room that I was in. And this was long before I had friends that I would stick around with. But there was somebody who said, um,
Right.
yeah, see, true. But there was somebody that came into every room I was in, and they said, and they copied pasted it. They said, "Do you have a set of coasters that is shaped like a hamburger, like a real hamburger?" And they went into every room and asked this, and nobody had it. And they were looking for a very specific set of vintage. Do you remember this? This person was everywhere, and I hope they found their cheeseburger. I really do. I wish I remembered their username so I could look them up and be like, "Hey, did you find your cheeseburger?"
Did you ever
But
find
you
your
better
cheeseburger?
believe, you better believe every time I go to the thrift store, still to this day, I am looking for a cheeseburger coaster set because I know that someone out there was desperately looking for this. So now we can prevent you having to copy paste and spend all your time. And some people don't like to make requests because they feel like they're
Right.
interrupting. Like
Right.
when I first started, I was cool with that, but then now that I'm a seller, I'm like, I don't wanna interrupt their flow because I know what it's like to be a seller. A Scooby-Doo gumball machine, that's
That's
awesome.
cool.
That's cool.
That's cool.
But I know what it's like to, like, have your flow interrupted, and not that I don't welcome it. I love when people make requests, it's awesome, but some sellers get kinda thrown off by that, which is totally fine, it's just not how our brains work, and so I feel bad making requests, so if I'm like, "Hey, do you have an out in the lights just light switch cover, like, super specific?" They're gonna be like, "What is that?" And I'm gonna throw them off and interrupt them. So now we don't have to do that. We can just help them find it now, and it's
And
gonna be
guys, if you're
awesome.
ever in my show, I don't mind that. I don't.
No,
I
go
like to.
for it.
I like to bounce around. Y'all know, if y'all know
We're
me at all, I
squirrely.
bounce around.
We're
So
squirrely. We
yeah,
can't stay
yeah.
on one
Well,
subject.
yeah.
Gumby literally will be like, "Kylie, you're such a great oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Look at that." And it glows. It's glowy. It's glowy.
That's a
Ooh.
fact,
And
man.
then I'll be like,
That's a
"Wait,
fact.
by the way, I have a train on Saturday, and oh my god, the train. Wow, look at this one." That's Gumby. So it's fine. Make requests. Make requests. And I'm like that too. I'm squirrely. But some people like to be more controlled, and that's fine. That's their way to doing things. So
Yeah.
sometimes I feel bad interrupting
The
people's flow.
yeah, the only time that I don't do that is when
Squirrel.
I'm on like a 30-minute train, right? I'm on a 30-minute train,
Yeah.
and I have a scripted thing I'm going through, right? And I feel bad when people come into my shows when I'm doing one of those. I don't normally do scripted. I don't do scripted. Very rarely do I do
Like
that. Right.
preloaded
I mean,
stuff.
I'll have stuff in my catalog, right? But I don't go down the list. I don't go down the
Yeah.
list. But this one day I was doing a train, and it was a 30-minute down the list kind of thing. So I'm like, "Hey Gumby, do you have blah 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 blah?" We talked about last week. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I hate to do this, but I got to blow you off because I'm got 30 things I have to go through."
Yeah,
Of
you
course,
got your flow.
yeah, but I told him politely, of course, but
Right.
but never. I don't care what I'm doing, whenever I'm doing. Don't be afraid to ask. I will tell you if I'm unable to help you at that moment. Never
Right.
be afraid. I don't get offended. I don't
No,
at all. And
no.
a lot of people are really peculiar on price. And this I don't know how you are as a seller, or whoever, all these sellers listening. Um, I have no problem you offering me a price. Now, granted, if I have an item for $100, don't offer me $5. You know what I'm saying?
Rex to Rufus. rags to Rufus. How I feel about that, I was once a seller with 0 reviews, 0 past shows, and 0
Me
shows
too.
planned,
Me too.
and I know I'm very confident in my ability to ship quickly and ship on time. The good thing is, if you can't find that Squishmallow anywhere else but this one guy, buy it from him. Worst case scenario, he doesn't ship it within 2 days and you get your money back, no harm, no foul. You can do marketplace only. That's a new thing where you
Yeah.
don't have to have live shows scheduled. It used to be that you had to have at least 1 show every 30 days in order to
Not no
maintain your
more.
seller status, but they changed it. They changed it to marketplace only is allowed. So, yeah, chances are it's a new seller and
Yep.
they haven't gotten their foot in the door yet. So, you never know.
And me, on the other hand, I don't have any live listings on here on Whatnot because I work another job. I am so tight with my time that I have to schedule what I'm doing when. If I have an
Yep.
off the wall sale, I really don't have time to work it in. I honestly don't.
Yeah.
So to
And
get
the
it
worst
out
case
within that
scenario,
day,
even sorry,
go
go
ahead.
ahead. But even if that item, like, even if that person, they have no reviews, you don't know if what if their stuff smells like cigarettes? What if there's a burn mark in it? What if it's not in good condition? Well, the good thing about Whatnot is you can get your money back. No harm, no foul.
Yep.
So even if it is in bad condition and you can get your money back and it's not a problem. But I strongly believe in giving people a chance because we were all new once. And
Yep.
now I have 1.7K sales and I have a lot of really great reviews. So people know they can trust me. But those first few people that bought from me, I appreciate them even more because they
Yep.
didn't know me yet. They didn't have
Right.
any trust in me yet.
And
And they trusted me and here I am.
I still
So
get past that. A brand new seller. First, my very first show, I sold, I think, 12 items. I was ecstatic. I sold 12
yep,
items for 120 bucks. Oh my gosh. And I was hooked. And I was hooked
yep,
at that moment. But I promised myself and I promised them I'm going to give good service. And if you're a seller, guys, if you're a seller, bend over backward to make sure you get your items out in a quick fashion. Package it as good as you possibly can and get it out quickly. And that will make the difference on even if there's an issue on an item. More than likely, unless it's a high dollar item, more than likely that will be forgiven if you get it out the door quickly and your customer service is there and you respond to that person in the message. You say, "Hey, there was a little nick on this thing," because as sellers, we're rapid fire and we miss stuff.
yep.
So that's the thing. Customer service is key to Whatnot as well.
Yeah, like I ordered an item. It was a book, a vintage book, and it wasn't super expensive, but I still paid good money for it. And when I got it in the mail, it was a newer seller. And when I got it in the mail, it had a strong mildew scent, like it had been in like a wet storage unit. And so instead of getting upset at them, I messaged them and I said, "Hey, just so you know, I know you're a new seller, but please be more vigilant about discussing the scents that are on your items because some people are allergic to that thing and they can get really sick from that." And they immediately responded and said, "I am so sorry. Let me know what I can do to make it better. I actually was struggling with COVID and had no sense of smell, so I didn't know that it smelled like that. And please forgive me. Here's a coupon. If you want a refund, let me know." And I was like, "No refund necessary. I'll just put it in a box with baking soda." But the fact that they responded is great because if they
Yep.
hadn't responded, I might have been like, "Wow, this is a mean seller. I'm just going to get a refund." So you take a chance. But yep, see, and then there's the other opposite of it too, is that you need to contact Whatnot because
Yep.
the seller isn't that great and their customer service isn't great. But Whatnot always has your back. I've never
But
had a problem with support.
always, always give that seller a chance first.
Right.
Always, no matter
Yeah.
what.
Yeah, see, and that happens too. I've gotten that before too, where I bought an item as a gift for Christmas, and after I thought it shipped because it was a gift, so I didn't expect it in the mail. And after 2 weeks, my friend messages me and says, "Hey, I never got that gift from Christmas." And I was like, "What?" And I look, and it still hasn't shipped yet. And I was like, "What the heck?" So I messaged the seller and they said, "Oh, my shop was supposed to be on vacation. I don't know why it let you buy that. I didn't see it, but here's a refund," and just immediately refunded me. So, you got to contact the seller because otherwise I would have contacted Whatnot and then Whatnot might have given them a warning or suspension or something, but I gave them the benefit of the doubt first, which is important because we're all human. We make
Yeah.
mistakes.
So they never even processed it then. They were still sitting in their to be shipped category.
Yep, they had no
Wow.
idea. They didn't know.
Wow.
They didn't know
And
it
that's
happened. They
easy
were
to do
like, "I
because
haven't been checking my email."
I get emails like 5,
Yep,
6, 8, 10, 12 an hour sometimes.
yep,
They'll come back to back. So it's very easy. So guys,
yep.
we are here talking about what you hunting Wednesdays. What you hunting Wednesdays. We got a list we're working on. If we have buyers out there that are looking for anything in particular, try to narrow it down as much as possible. Let us know what it is. Hunting for
Hunting
friends.
for Okay, Laura, let me get your stuff
Ooh.
down.
Bison, yeah, not souvenirs. I get that. A lot of times I run
Thank
across
you very
stuff
much.
that have the name of a Vermont or Niagara Falls. We don't. I get exactly what you're saying. So yeah, that's cool. Bison figurines up to 6 inches long.
Porcelain.
Huh?
Gotcha.
Porcelain. So you want
Perfect. Thank
porcelain?
you for the detail.
Yeah, right. Not a
And
bison,
if
but I
you're
got a
not
hippo.
interested,
I got a hippo. Whoa!
if you're not interested in posting your request here in the chat, or if you don't have time, you can go to omgyg.com, click on
Yep.
her Bolo list tab, and submit yourself there. So when I'm finished tonight, I'm going to send all of these requests in to OMGYG's website to her Bolo list. I'm going to fill it out for you guys on your behalf. Then she might take a day or two, maybe a little longer. I don't know how busy OMGYG is this week, but she might need to have some time to do that. So probably within the next week, she will update it. But there is already a Bolo list. It's already there. There's somebody looking for a stopper. A there's someone looking for Garbage Pail Kids. There's someone looking for very specific pottery. Like there's like 10, 20 people on there already. So you can go in there as a seller and find these people and message them if you have it. I've done it myself, honestly, before because I have Garbage Pail Kids cards. So I messaged that guy and I said, "Hey, I've got a bunch of Garbage Pail Kids. You want any?" So that's what it's for. So you can go to excuse me, omgyg.com and click on Bolo list. So that'll be where it's at.
Exactly.
Huge
Yep.
greens, you can't just ooh.
And
Did
yep,
somebody
there
ask
you
for
go.
that or
Thank
did I
you.
did I miss that?
And in the near future as well, I'm hoping to get it where I'm going to be mirror imaging that or something similar to that. We're reaching out to her about that. So we haven't really hit her response back on that, have we? So we don't want to step on toes, but that's a possibility as well in the near future. Hey Heather, how are you, friend? Welcome in.
Yeah, it'll probably be like in conjunction with her, but we
Yep,
haven't
yep,
discussed it yet. So
right, right,
that's on the back burner for now until
yep.
we get everything going. But
But you could always, worst
okay.
case scenario, you can always reach out to us. We can snap you a picture of the list and send it to you. Our
Yep,
list that we create. We
that's
can do
true.
that. Yeah.
Yep, that's true.
So welcome in, everybody.
We
Thank you
wouldn't
very
mind
much
that.
for again. If you have anything in particular you're looking for, let us know. Here we go. Hall, Roseville wall pockets, not the Kiki ducks. Yes, Gwen is always looking for wall pockets. Hull and Hall wall pockets in Roseville. We are Heather. We're doing well. Having a good time with this little show we're doing. Um, again, trying to bring the community together, and helping folks that are looking for things in particular, help them find it, and helping buyers know who these sellers are. It works both ways.
So Gwen, with the ducks, are you looking for like photorealistic ducks? Like, let me show you. I have a duck. Like, are you looking
Not
for these types of ducks? Because you said not kitschy, so not cute. Oh, no ducks. Okay,
no
gotcha.
ducks, not ducks. Anything
Not
but
ducks.
the
Gotcha.
ducks. Any
Anything but
Gwen
ducks.
Gwen is anti-duck.
And do you have a max price you're paying, or does it depend on the item? Anti-duck. Poor duck. Why don't you love me? Okay, depends. Gotcha.
Hey, Downey. I got it first time, didn't I, girl? Everyday vintage girl.
You remembered.
She changed her name, and I couldn't remember for the life of me.
Yeah, BMP ducks are cute. Those are
I've got
cute
some
ducks.
BMP ducks as well. Yep,
The
agree.
yellow ones are my
Oh
favorite.
my
I
gosh!
like the
Now,
yellow.
which ones, Gwen? Which ones are you looking for? Any particular one in particular you're looking for, or just BMP
And if you're
ducks in
looking for
general?
BMP, if you're looking for animal pottery, this guy's got it. He's got
I
quite
got
a
I got
bit.
I got a
Really
few.
nice.
I got a few.
A few. He's got like 40. They're awesome. Yeah, she's got those ones.
Gotcha.
Ooh,
Pick
Ataris.
two
I
of
just
Vinny
bought my
Atari
dad one
20,
Atari for
the
Christmas a
Atari
couple years ago.
2600 Juniors, and that was not the big one, but you talk about the narrowed one down. They came out when about in the late 80s, early 90s, a smaller version, right?
I didn't know
Yep,
they made a smaller version.
yep.
I
I
wasn't
had
alive.
I
Didn't
had
know.
the big one. The first console you got from Sears.
Yeah.
It was about this big right here. Oh my god, it had the little switches on it. Yep, I had that one.
Yep. I got my dad one of those for Christmas a couple years ago with all the games.
Man, we saved up as
Has that
kids, man. We
funky little
saved up as
switch in the back. You have to hook it up to an old school TV. It's
mm-hmm.
hard. I don't know. He doesn't know how to do it on his modern TV. He's like, I don't know what to do. You got to buy me an old TV. Yep,
Wow.
that's cool.
Yeah, I remember as kids we saved up when Pac-Man came out, right? Because Pac-Man was all the rage in the Ataris. I think back in the day, this is in the 80s now, early 80s, maybe late 70s, early 80s, yeah. We saved up for Pac-Man, and that game cartridge with the little itty bitty graphics that it had was close to $50 back in the
Yep.
day.
Frogger.
Yep, I
Yeah.
played Frogger.
Yep. Love Frogger.
Fun stuff.
Tetris
Fun
is
stuff.
good.
That's fun stuff, guys.
Well, now I'm looking for Frogger. No, I'm just kidding. All the games. All the
Oh
games.
man, I tell you, I back in the day. I love pinball. I love pinball.
Yeah.
I was good at it. And then the other game that came out in the 80s, if y'all remember the game called Defender. You remember the game called Defender?
I know Defender.
It had the little spaceship. You go back and forth. You can turn around. You go
Yep.
hyperspace, shooting all the little
Yep.
things. Yeah, I was good at that.
Yep.
But anyhow, we're off subject, aren't we? We're off subject.
Yep. What are we hunting, guys? What are we hunting? So to recap, Vintage and Homespun is looking for Holt Howard. Yes, we're squirrels. We
Squirrel.
can't help it. Vintage and Homespun is looking for Holt Howard in any condition. Price that they're willing to pay depends. Darling _ Dover is looking for bottles with heart labels.
That's cool.
It depends. Don't kill her is what she said on the price. She's also looking for composition dolls. So if you have any of those, reach out to her.
Or parts, right? Parts.
Or parts, yep, or parts. Critter Chops is looking for vintage art supplies, specifically pens and drafting pencils that are pre-1980s and metal. Price depends. So if you have any of those, reach out to Critter Chops. Sure Finds is looking for their first fountain pen. So if you have any old school fountain pens, they are looking for those. The price depends. Joe Shiskimo, my husband, is looking for 1880s or older tavern menus or bar menus. He's also looking for warning signs. So price depends on what wife, i.e. me, says is cool that day. So I guess it'll depend. Diane _951 Estates is looking for a very specific genie stopper. If you have genie stoppers and you think you might have what she's looking for, message us because we have the picture of what she's looking for. The FAZA, FAZHA, is looking for not just paperweights for up to $100 if it's very special, not just McCoy, no chips or cracks, but also his wife is looking for old goblets. So if you guys have any of those, reach out to the FAZA. Picker's Place is looking for harpoons. Since those are difficult to ship, they are preferably looking for someone near Connecticut that has those for local pickup, up to $100 each. WN Laura 16 is looking for, very specific. I love specific. Yes, Stopper, we are looking at Diane.
No, he says stompers, which is a little truck, stomper trucks.
Oh, no, not stompers. Stoppers, like genie bottle stoppers. WN Laura 16 is looking for a bison figurine, not souvenir. So it can't say like Vegas or whatever on it. Up to 6 inches. It must be porcelain and price depends. And then lastly, our last request of the day, we have Gwen Green. She is looking for Roseville wall pockets or Hull, anything but ducks.
I've got my
Anything but ducks.
homework. I've got my homework ready for me now. I love this.
No, Gummy, do you have the picture? Is it on Whatnot that you could pull up and show them which stopper Diana's looking at? Because I don't have my laptop up here.
Hang on, let me
And I don't
see
have
here.
2 phones like some fancy schmancy person.
I got a
Cough,
dead
cough.
phone that I use for my YouTube. That's what I got. I think I see if I can pull it up on here. No.
So if there's any other requests, let us know. If you're looking for something specific, and this is a weekly show, we will do this every week on Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern on Gummy Man's channel. And I will compile a list every week, and you can likely check omgyg.com's Bolo list for the updated list once a week. And these will most likely all be up there as soon as possible. But she's a busy gal, and I don't blame her. Might take her a little while, but that's fine. We love her. She's got a lot going on.
I don't
We're
normally
looking
sign
for
in
Diane.
to Whatnot on
Stopper.
other phones. Let's see here if it'll let me. Will it let me?
So while we're waiting, you guys are welcome, if you're sellers, to put what you sell in the chat, something specific. Yes, you can, Gwen. Please, please do. Preferably solid colors. Gotcha. If you are a seller and you have something specific that you're selling, feel free to put it in the chat. And if you have something you'd like to request, feel free to put that in the chat as well. And you can send us pictures, either
She
me
sent
or
me the
Guppy Man.
picture. Who sent me the picture? Diane?
_ yes, Diane. 951.
She didn't. I don't have a message from her.
Oh, Diane, are you still here?
Diane, are you still here, friend?
Let me see.
That's it.
Oh, I can't back out. I was like, oh, let me go back out. That's okay. If not, we can message her after.
I don't. No, she's not in here. Huh. I thought she said she sent the picture. Maybe she's going to send the picture.
Yeah, maybe.
But this is from.
But yeah, friends, let us know. What are your requests?
This here is from the Faza. Some of the goblets. Can you see that or no?
Ooh, beautiful.
The little goblets like that. That's what he's looking for. And he says,
there you go, Gwen.
where'd he go? Where'd he go? I'm not used to using this phone as a backup. Green, red, purple, or blue goblets like that right there. And then Darling Dover sent a picture of, that's what she's looking for. Bottles with hearts.
Oh,
those are cool,
okay.
are they not? I've never seen those.
Cute.
Look at this. Look at this.
I've never seen those either. Those are cute.
Never.
Is that for a soda company?
I don't know. I'm going to find out. Heart Club, it says. Heart Club. Pretty cool, though. Pretty cool. Didn't know. Learn something new every day, guys. Did not know.
Yep.
Oh, all right. Dang phones.
Blood soda from Transylvania? Yes.
All right. What else are we looking for, folks? Hey, Pamela, how are you? Now, Pamela, you always come to my shows asking for specifics. This show here is about what you hunting Wednesdays. So I know you always come in. You have specific things you're hunting. Do you have anything in particular that you're hunting for right now, Pamela? We are compiling a list to help you find this with other sellers. Hello, Monkey Fat. How are you doing, guys? Welcome in.
Anybody's welcome to put in the chat what they're looking for, and we will compile a list and share it onto omgyg.com for both buyers and sellers to look at. So if you have one of these items, you can feel free to message this person. It's not spam if they ask for it.
Right, exactly. As long as you're asking for it. Now, granted, if you ever start getting a bunch of crazy messages and stuff, let us know if you want to be removed. We'll we'll,
Yep,
we'll
you can
assist you in
easily
getting
be removed.
removed. I don't think that's
Yep.
going to happen. However, in case it does, reach out to us and we will assist as
Yep.
much as we possibly can. So nobody else is looking for anything? Nobody is looking for anything.
They're just looking for what comes to them.
Is that what it is? You're looking for buyers.
Looking for buyers.
Well, I tell you, they're out
Yeah.
there. They're out there. Um,
They are.
and this, again, Sassy Vintage Chick, that's why we're doing this as well. Because,
Me too.
yep. Because this is why we're doing this as well. Because now that we have this list, right, of stuff people are looking for, now when in the really swung, Chadwick picks loads of swung bases, yep. But the
Chadwick,
really
anything in particular, like any specific brand, any specific color, specific sizes, um, and price you're willing to pay for it. Because I personally would love to find a bittersweet for less than $20, but I know that's not going to
not
happen.
gonna
I
happen.
know it's not gonna. I want a big honking bittersweet for $20. It's awesome. Yes, I know.
Right,
And a lot of the time, we as sellers don't do that because, like in Gumby shows, sometimes, like the other day, someone came in and said, do you have anything atomic with Starburst? And I was like, I do, but I'm not going to say that because I don't want to steal his buyers.
right,
And it's not really stealing because, we all share buyers, but you don't want to steal his thunder. So
right.
if sometimes there's people who sell and they say, if you, like, for example, if somebody asks me, do you have this in cobalt blue? And I say, no, this is the only color I have it in. Sometimes I'll say, does anybody else have that in cobalt blue? Feel free to put it in the chat. Um, it's not necessarily unethical, but people may get offended by that.
Yep,
Some buyers might get offended. They might see it as poaching, is what they call it, where you're poaching someone's buyer, but only if they don't have it. So if they don't have
right,
it and you message them after, I'm fine with that. But if I do have it and they just didn't like my price, don't go and message them and undercut my price afterward. That seems kind of
right,
rude.
right.
But, you got to take it with a grain of salt.
Now,
Chadwick, let me get you. Hold on. Chadwick's picks.
my thought process is if there are people that come into shows, other shows, that are looking for things in particular, right? If I'm in Kylie's show, right, and somebody's in there asking for XYZ or whatever it may be, and I'm in somebody else's show, another one of my friends' shows, and Kylie didn't have XYZ. Okay, Kylie did not have it. She did not have it. She didn't have a lead for it or nothing like that. And I'm in somebody else's show. I'm in Billy Bob's show, and Billy Bob has XYZ. And I remember that buyer looking for XYZ. So am I going to tag that buyer? Yeah, because my friend Kylie didn't have it.
Yep.
Billy Bob does have it. I'm not gaining nothing from it. I'm not gaining nothing from it.
No.
I'm going to tag.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can definitely tag people in other shows, but there's something to say about if you message them and
yeah,
say, I have that item. But if you message them on behalf of someone else and say, well, the Gumby Man sells that if you'd like to check out his store, I think that's okay. But what Delane is saying, Simply Old Stuff, she said it might be against Whatnot policies to do that. So it might actually be against Whatnot policies to do that, to message people and poach the
it is.
sale.
Yeah,
But it's not against the rules to tag
right,
people. So, like, I know there are some people that collect very specific types of ephemera, and I'll remember their name. And even if my friend did have it and they bought it, I'll remember that was something they liked. And so I'll tag them again. And if they don't want it, they don't want it. But if they do, awesome. I helped somebody else get a sale and that makes me feel good.
right. And if I'm ever, Kylie and I mod for each other quite a bit. So if I'm in her show and somebody comes in and asking for something particular she doesn't have, she'll say, and she knows that I might have it, or she may even ask me, Gumby, do you have it? you know, and I'll
Yep.
go, yeah, I've got it. Come see me my next show, or vice versa.
Yeah, because
It,
we're all here to support each other, and that's again what this show is about. This show is about sellers supporting sellers, buyers supporting sellers, buyers supporting other buyers, and it's not always about how can I profit. It's about
right,
how can
right.
we profit. Because Gumby profiting means that eventually I'm going to profit too, because that's a new buyer on the platform, that's a new person in our category, that's a new person in our circle. We profit whether it's actual cash money or if it's exposure, or it's awesome.
Now,
Yes,
what?
that's true. You can take note and tag that seller later.
Exactly, and that's another thing too. If you have that particular item, if you have, hey Susie Q, if you have those items, I've got these poker chips, right? If somebody comes into somebody else's stream and says, somebody I don't know, I'm just in there, I'm a buyer, I'm watching, right? And they say, hey, dad joke guy, do you have poker chips? And they go, no, I don't, no, I don't. I'm not gonna at that time say, put my name up and tag them, hey, I got them. I'm not gonna do that. Not in their
No.
stream. That's rude. However, there's nothing wrong in my book with making a note of that person that's looking for something in particular. And if you have it later on in one of your shows, tagging that person. I don't see anything wrong with that. What are y'all's thoughts? Not sending them a
Well,
message.
JC, let's get back to the thing real quick. JC, so this is actually a talk show to request items that you're looking for. So we are going to collect requests and give them to other sellers for public viewing. So is there a specific Funko or a specific video game that you're seeking out that you'd like, or are you just looking for general Funkos and video
Perfect.
games?
Yep. Gears of War Funko. Okay. Gears of War. I've never heard of what is Gears
Okay,
of
cool.
War? I've never heard of Gears before.
It's a video game. My husband plays that. It's a video game.
Okay.
And is there a maximum price that you're willing to pay for the Gears of War Funko? Or does it depend? Because it can also depend on the condition and all that stuff, but um, it's up to you. Right. I gotcha.
Sure,
I
sure.
gotcha. Depends. Yeah, because like for example, I'm looking. There's another one of my requests. I'm looking for all sorts of things. Another thing I'm looking for is Doctor Who Funko Pops. I don't collect Funko Pop. I don't.
Doctor Who.
But Doctor Who,
See,
I collect.
I'm out and I
Doctor Who
see
Funko
Funkos all
Pop
the
is
time.
extremely
And I'm always
rare.
remembering, people told me
Don't
what they're looking for, but I can't
Doctor Who
remember.
Funkos were very limited. They were very, very limited and they are very rare. So I'm looking for those, and they're very pricey. So obviously it depends on the value or the character. If it's a character I really like, it depends on the condition of it.
Hey,
But
Jack Fit.
otherwise, just let me know and I'll let you know. It depends. But yes, fellow Hoovian,
All
woohoo!
right, hang on one second.
But yeah, they're very hard to find. I think one I got was like $50. It was whew,
My son just came in the room.
okay.
Jackson, did you end up going live? And if you did you succeed in doing anything? Sorry about that. Have to take a dad moment here.
I got you, JC. Okay. Judithia. Ooh, I like that name. Beach decor. Um, is there a max budget per item? Hold on, you went live for the first time and you didn't tell
He
us?
went live during this. I saw him go live, but I couldn't do
What
nothing
the
about it.
heck? What the heck?
Not, but cool. A
Ooh, a
Hager
Hager
gazelle, large Hager
gazelle.
gazelle. I saw you, but I was in this, Jackson. Sorry, dude. Hey, Jackson, throw your
Ooh.
frames, but y'all got give my son a follow if you don't mind. Jack's Fit, give my son a follow. He's
Hold
brand
on, I'm
new,
catching up on
brand
the
new. He went live for the first time just a little while ago. All right, so C books.
Heather, was there a I'm not sure if they made that in multiple colors. Um, but is there a specific color, and then what's your max price? And then we also have Gwen was looking for are you looking for a large plush Grover, or was that just an example? Sea Butch. Okay, you are.
All right, I'm
So
on a
Sea
hunt now.
Butch,
I'm on a hunt.
Sea Butch, was there anything in specific? What kind of video games or digital cameras? Was there a certain company digital camera that you were looking for? Judithia, price depends. I gotcha. And Gwen is looking
A
for.
large
Is
plus
there
Grover.
a price range on that? Gwen, large. And when you say large, how large are we talking? Because large is in the eye of the beholder. Are we talking like 45 inches or are we talking like 18 inches? Like, what are you talking here? The bigger, the better.
Under $50, 2 foot, 24 inches. Okay, that's feasible.
Okay. Mugs to wall art. Gotcha.
That's still a nice size. That's still a nice size Grover.
I'll probably tag you in my next show, Judithia, because I do have some beachy decor. I lived in Florida for 14 years, so I've collected quite a bit of it. Under 50, and you want it to be 2 feet or larger, or just 2 feet one? Yes, marbles are definitely still a thing. Those are
Yes.
definitely still popular.
Matter of
Gumby
fact,
sold, what, 10 of them the other day?
yeah, yeah. I just picked up 10 random marbles that I knew nothing about. See, and I'm going to learn about marbles because on her show Friday, am I right? Friday, you have someone coming on your show on Friday talking about marbles.
Yes, I have a show on Friday. It's called How to Identify Your Stuff. Jax, I gotcha. How to Identify Your Stuff. It's going to be on Friday from 1 p.m. Eastern to about 4:30 p.m. Eastern. We have people talking about antique bottles, how to identify antique bottles, how to identify Holt Howard and their reproductions, how to identify acro agate, how to identify marbles, Fisher Price, and then we had one other one that I keep forgetting. Oh, Mexican and Southwestern, or Mexican and Native American
Now,
pottery. So we're gonna have all sorts of those.
Kylie's doing bottles,
Old
right?
Coleman
Kylie, you
lanterns.
doing bottles, right?
Yes, I'm doing antique bottles. And
Look
who
what I
y'all?
found.
Did I get
Look what I
information?
found.
Ooh, let me see the bottom. Prescription work, pure drugs. Show me the bottom. Okay. And then show me the sides, the seam,
Yeah,
and
it's
then the
got a seam
top.
on both sides.
Move your finger. I'm trying to look at the lip, the
Oh,
side
oh,
of the
sorry. Here,
lip.
I'm sorry.
Turn it, turn it, turn. That one. Okay, stop. I'm trying to see how far, because this tells you the age of the bottle is the height of the mold.
Huh.
So if the mold mark goes all the way to the top, it is post 1900. If it stops right before the lip, it's 1880 to 1890. If it's down a little bit more, it's 1860, I think, to 1880. And then if it's way down here, it's 1850 or earlier.
It stops
That's what you'll
about
learn on Friday, guys.
it stops about right here.
So that's about 1860 to 1880.
Cool.
Ta-da!
Cool. We just learned something.
Okay.
I did anyhow.
Anyways, so yeah, that's what you'll learn on Friday. If you come to my show, you will learn all sorts of cool stuff. And I research like crazy. So let me go back. I stopped at Jax. So Jax has old Coleman lanterns. Do you have a price range on that? And do they have to be working? I know that's a silly question, but some
Not a
people
silly
don't care
question.
if they work or not. Looking for a large 20-inch swung,
Don't have
mostly
to work.
Ellie Smith.
Sassy vintage chicken checking her bottles now.
Swung, Ellie Smith, preferable. And price range on that, Heather. Let me know. Just catching up, friends. Okay. Yeah, there is so much to learn about bottles. This is literally just scratching the surface. Just scratching the surface.
I
Blue lanterns.
blue.
Okay. Blue. Doesn't have to work. And your price range. Max price. And when you say old, do you mean pre 2000? So technically vintage, or do you mean like pre 1950? There's a lot of, I know Coleman's been around for a while. 30 max and yes, vintage, okay. Dang, I should have printed out a second page. We're full.
Wow.
We're full. Look at that. Amazing. Amazing. Yes,
Thank you, whatnot, Laura.
we love this because this is not a place where you can succeed if you're gonna be greedy. It's
Yep.
not. You can be greedy all day long and keep your secrets and say, I'm the only person in the world with this stifled ray carnival glass dish. And when this sells, what are you gonna do? You're not gonna help? You're not gonna help other people who do have that? No, you gotta help other people, and that's how you also succeed yourself.
So
500. Heather going for the big
Heather's
guns. Depends
serious
on
about her.
color, mouth,
Heather's
and
serious
girth.
about this one.
Gotcha. Depends on color, mouth, girth.
Girth,
Well,
size, yeah.
Heather, I am looking for an Ellie Smith at least 20-inch bittersweet for $20 or less. So if you ever come across it, let me know. I really am. One of these
Oh yeah, I
days,
am
you're gonna
too.
laugh, but one of these days, I'm gonna go into a Goodwill and I'm gonna find me an Ellie Smith bittersweet with a $20 tag on it, and I'm gonna say, "Ha! I got it! I got it!
Wow.
I have gotten lucky."
Hey guys, this will be an every week event. Of course, barring weeks that we may have vacations or something like that, we'll still try to do it. We're gonna do everything in our power to make sure we happen every week. Now we need your input.
Yep.
Right now we're looking about from 6:30 to 8 o'clock, maybe 8:30, depending on the crowd, that kind of thing. So does that work? Ooh, wow. So does
Nice.
that time frame work for you guys?
Good girl.
Good. Now make sure
Yes,
now.
does the time work? Does the format work? Do
Yeah.
you guys like this? Give us your feedback because we're really excited about doing this with people because we want to share everybody. Good. Yay, good to see you, pickers. But we want to share this kind of community. This is what Whatnot's about. It's about the community and it's about yes, yes, I will. And I'll never sell it because oh my God, if I find one for $20, I don't own swung vases. I don't own Ellie Smith. I don't own bittersweet. The fanciest thing I own is a Fenton cat that I got gifted from a friend. So I don't own fancy glass for myself. I sell it. So if I ever find that bittersweet for $20, I'm keeping it. Yeah, no worries. Thanks
Yes.
for
Hey,
stopping
make
by.
sure.
We're
Hey
happy
guys,
to have all of
go
you.
ahead and bookmark my shows. It's gonna be same time next week. My shows are already scheduled for the next 4 weeks, so please go in there and bookmark them all if you like this, and come back
Yep.
and tell your friends.
Yep, they are all
Tell
ready.
your friends.
Yes, it will. So I don't know what her time frame is because if you guys know OMG, she is a busy gal. She runs a lot of trains. She has a website. She has her own sales. She's a busy lady. So we are going to submit this to her tonight. Right after I finish the show, I'm heading downstairs to put my feet up and start submitting this to her website. So it might take a few days for her to get it up there, might even take a week. But pretty soon, these will all be up there, and every week we will be submitting a new round of these things to her. So it depends on how busy she is, how quickly it gets to her website.
Yep.
But
Yep.
if you want a copy of these, feel free to message me, and I'd be happy to copy and paste it for you. If she doesn't get it up in time, no worries.
Because
If you have a show coming up soon,
she's got Battle of the Best this Sunday. She got Battle of the
yes,
Best
she
this
does.
Sunday.
Yes, which by the way, guys, we're in Battle of the Best.
Yes,
We are
we
doing
are, and
Battle of
I'm
the Best.
gonna beat
Dumb
you.
Rocks and Rocks.
I'm gonna beat you.
Yep,
Might not beat
you are.
nobody
It's
else.
okay. Nope. I'm selling a Costa Boda mushroom at a $1 start. I think the pre-bid is currently only $11. So if you guys want to go pre-bid
Crazy.
on that, it's worth 200.
I
And
think
we also have
I think I might be in the lead.
that's fine. That's fine. I hope somebody wins it. Yay, Gwen! Yeah, so we have that for $1. Gumby has a genie bottle at $1 start. I don't know what your current bid is at. I haven't checked it. But
42.
yes, we have
42
10
last time I
minutes to
looked.
sell one item. We have 10 minutes to sell one item. So go check it out. Go pre-bid. It's going to be awesome. So yeah, she has a very busy week. So it might take a little while, but.
Now Anita right there, I know Anita likes paperweights. So I know that for a fact. Anita,
She does. She
any
also really likes religious stuff.
likes what?
religious
That's
items.
right. That's right. So
Anita,
guys,
would you
yep.
like me to add your name to our request list so that sellers can contact you if they have religious items?
No.
No, no
Okay.
worries.
No worries. So
That's
we
fine.
won't then. We won't.
Yeah, we have on Friday, we are going to learn about bottle mold seams. We're going to learn
Hey,
about what the
Sandra.
heck an Owens mark is. We're going to learn about 3-piece and 4-piece molds. We're going to learn about pontil scars and what they mean. We're going to learn about ages, colors, shapes, all the things. So I have 30 minutes to tell you guys everything there is to know about antique bottles. So
And
please come. It'll
what
be fun
time?
and I'll talk super fast.
What time? Friday.
But
What time?
I'm at I'm at 1 o'clock. Right from 1 o'clock to 1:30 Eastern is going to be antique bottles, and then we have 1:30 to 2 p.m. Eastern is southwestern Mexican and Native American pottery with Go Vintage with Brie. Then we have Donna's Doodads will be doing Holt Howard and reproductions. Uh, Candyland Curiosities is Jack of all trades, master of none. We have I forget the rest, but you guys can go look at it right now. There's a note. There's a note in there that has all the sellers that are going to be educating. Yes, I love to educate. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Because during my shows, I'll sit there and I'll info dump like crazy and nobody asked for this. They're like, shut up, just run the item. And I'm like, but this was made in this year by this person at this time, and this is the name of the pattern. And sometimes people don't care. So that's my way of doing that. We can do a jewelry info show. I will put that down as something that somebody is interested in, and I will let me just screenshot it because I am going to do this every month. So every month we're going to have an identification show where we have different guests come in, different people that are experts in their field, and by experts I mean extremely passionate about their items. So we can definitely do that because I might be able to do the jewelry show because I do quite a bit of jewelry.
Yeah.
I have a few antique pieces and I know all about the clasps and all that good stuff. So yeah, yeah, it'll be awesome.
I will have to say that Kylie is probably one of the more knowledgeable about the items she sells. Don't take this wrong. I'm not knocking anybody, but in general, for people I watch, Kylie is more knowledgeable about the stuff that she sells. She knows what she's selling. I, on the other hand, say, "Oh wow, this is cool. I like this."
Red Rooster, Red Rooster was talking about that the other day. She was like, yeah, Gumpy should do your identification show. But I don't know if he really knows that much about specific things because sometimes he'll just be like, look at this, it glows, look at the glow, bid on it, swipe right, swipe right.
Yeah,
But you do
I
know,
like
you do
stuff.
know.
I like stuff.
You do know. You were telling me facts about little things all the time. And I know a little bit here and there, but there's some stuff that I don't know anything about. Like earlier today, I sold a Fenton basket for $6 because I thought it was just regular milk glass. I was like, I thought this was just milk glass. And someone's like, that's Fenton. And I was like, oh, whoopsie
And
doodles.
then
Oh,
somebody
well,
swiped to the right.
that's fine. I still made a profit. It's not a big deal. It would have been cool if I made 3 times, 4 times that amount, but I didn't, and I don't care. It's not a big deal. That's my own fault. But that's why I like to research. And sometimes I sit on my items a little bit longer because I spent 3 hours researching it and I need to get my money's worth, but I don't really care because it was fun and I learned a lot.
Right.
So,
It is. It's so much fun.
my husband's
I
even
enjoy.
more of a researcher than me.
Oh gosh, yes, he's crazy. I'll be on a show showing something, and within seconds, pow! I get a message. That's such and such and such and such, dating back in the 1800s or whatever it may be. I'm like, oh crap! Someone's
Yeah.
fixing to get a deal.
If my husband is ever Joe Shishkimo, if he is ever in your shows and you say, I think this is blah blah blah, but I don't really know. About 3 seconds later, he will have already screenshotted it, researched it, and tell you exactly what it is. It's
Yep.
amazing. It's incredible. He's a smarty pants. Very smart.
And I like, and time and time. Matter of fact, the other day, yes, he does love helping. The other day, I came up with some glass I picked up, and we spent probably an hour, and I was showing it, and they were telling me what it is. I hate learning as well, so I take after Gumby, like father, like son.
I have been I've been talking to Gumby every day for a while now, and I say, "What the heck?" at least 6 times a day. I can't help it anymore. I start saying, "What the heck?
And I'm
You
saying,
don't have to research. Sometimes that does you good because if
right,
I know exactly the pattern, exactly everything, I'm gonna charge $15 for this because
right.
I know what it's worth. Even if I only paid $1, which I didn't. This was a lot more than $1. But if I paid $1 for it, I'm okay with getting $5 for it because I spent no time researching it and I don't know what the heck it is. If you guys want to buy it for $5, cool story. It's awesome. Yes, you do. Oh my gosh, Gwen. We watch him too much. We watch way too much Gumby. Way too much.
I'll
Yeah,
take that
that's
as a
true. And
compliment.
yes, we like it. It's fun. We wouldn't say it if we hated it. We wouldn't. But yeah, you don't have to know every little detail about
No,
your item, but I think it helps.
it
Not
does.
only
It
does it
does.
help your buyer to get more passionate about it, but it helps you to sell it for more money because you know what the heck you're
Right,
doing.
right. And that came into play, matter of fact, last night because we researched some of this stuff together. We researched some
Yep,
of the stuff together and found out that some of the stuff I had was a lot more valuable than I thought it was. And we
yep,
priced it not top retail, but at a decent price. And it
yep.
started off and we got multiple bids. So and that's what I like to do. Um,
But the cool thing about clothing is that with clothing, like, you don't have to get that detailed with your items. Like, with clothing, you need to know the difference between a single stitch and a double stitch. You need to know what a name brand is. You need to basically know how to Google a name brand.
yep,
Like,
yep,
if you've never heard of, this is a silly one, but if you've never heard of Nike and you get a Nike clothing, you might think, oh, that's low end clothing. That's $1 for the shirt. But then those are way better. And it's actually worth like $15 because it's a nicer brand. Everyone likes that brand. So you just have to know the basics. You don't have to know the ins and out of the Nike factory and when they were created and why they're named Nike. But I do. I like to know that. I like to know, like, there's a trade card company. They used to make sewing stuff, and their name is gosh, what is it? Corticelli is their name. It's supposed to come off as Italian. And that's not actually Italian. It's an American company that changed their name from something basic like Howard's Thread. They changed it to Corticelli because at the time, Italian items were seen as more valuable. So they wanted to come off as more expensive. So they changed their name. Did you need to know that? No, you didn't. Did you need to research that to sell it? No, you didn't. But I looked it up because it makes people be like, wow, that's actually a really cool story. Let me buy that now. So
right,
sometimes it
exactly.
helps. It works. Oh, yes. See, and
Uh,
then with clothing, you need to know how the fabric works.
right.
Yep.
Colorway, Ralph Lauren.
Oh, weird. I didn't know that was a thing.
Interesting. I mean,
Yeah, you learn all
there's
sorts of
buyers for
stuff.
everything. There's buyers for literally everything, folks. There really
Yep,
is. Hey,
there
Collect, how
is.
are you, friend? So, all right.
I didn't either.
So I'll tell you what. So let's see if we have any more information. I think we've hit. We're at an hour and a half. We're at an hour and a half. Unless anybody has any more information that they want to give us to be put on the BOLO list, or sellers that have information they want to sell about what they have for sale. Um, I think we'll try to, in general, try to keep it to an hour and a half to 2 hours. And I think right now is a good stopping point because we're not going wide open.
Yep.
So, guys, I appreciate everybody that came in. Thank you, Kylie, for co-hosting.
Go get online. Jax, if you want to go online right now, we will raid you with 13 people. Go, go, go.
It's up to you. It's up to you, son. If you want to, we'll do it.
And we can help you. Just make sure you mod us so that we can send you hidden messages about what you need to do.
All right.
Do
Yep,
it.
do it.
Yay!
Yeah, we're going right now, guys. All right, my son Jackson is fixing to go live. Um, yeah, hurry. Yep, no worries. Take your time. Take your time, friend. So again, he's brand new. He's brand new. He's not going
He's
to
a
be polished.
baby.
Huh?
He's
Yeah,
just a
he's
baby.
just a baby. He's not polished, but he's looking to supplement his income. He's 22 years old.
He's
Yep,
a
he's a
baby.
young thing. He's a good-looking kid. Takes after his dad. No, I'm just kidding. But
He's a strong man.
He's a strong guy. He's a really good kid. Show him some love. You know, you don't have to buy anything. Really, honestly, you don't have to buy anything. But if something catches your fancy, maybe so. You know, you never know. He's brand new to this, so give him a
Make your
chance.
friend.
Yeah, and I'm all for promoting brand new sellers, and even more so promoting my son. Again, I've never seen him live, so I have no idea how he does live. No clue, zero clue. But if he goes live, we'll definitely rate him with whatever we do have.
I'll laugh if you get in there and he starts cussing up a
He
storm
won't.
and just.
I know him better than that.
I know.
I
I
know him
know
better
you
than that. He
won't.
won't do that.
I know he won't.
Is he live?
He's live.
He is live. He just texted me live. So tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run a giveaway first. I'm gonna run a giveaway and see if we can get our room built up. Okay. Let's see if we can get him some people. So I'm gonna run this giveaway real quick. And why doesn't it let me do it? There we go. All right. Tag some people here. Get it. Jump in the giveaway right there for the Las Vegas chips. They're cool. They're not real chips. They're welcome to Las Vegas, but they are free, right? Yes. Please tag your friends. Tag anybody and everybody. Let's get
Yes,
build
tag
a room.
your friends who you love. Tag your friends who you hate.
Yeah.
Tag all your friends.
Tag just tag everybody. Tag them all. Tag them all. Let me text him and tell him I'm coming soon. So give me a second. I'm gonna be off screen for a minute, but I'll be there. Hang on, let me text him.
Yeah, this is our list. We got 22 requests today, bad friend. We got 22 requests today from all sorts of different people. So if you have Holt Howard, if you have bottles with heart-shaped labels on them, if you have vintage art supplies, fountain pens, 1880 or older tavern menus, warning signs, paperweights, McCoy, harpoons, paperweights with red or round or egg-shaped, no animals. If you have harpoons, old goblets in green, red, purple, or blue, bison figurine, not a souvenir. It has to be porcelain 6 inches or more, or 6 inches up to. Roseville wall pockets or Hall, preferably solid colors, anything but ducks.
Get a giveaway.
If you have swung vases, any of them, any swung vases, Chadwick's _picks wants all the swungs.
He wants them
Gears of
all.
War Funko. Yes, he wants them all. Gears of War Funkos. July the 4th, are you interested in being on our request list for that request? Would you like me to submit that request to our be on the lookout list for public viewing, or were you just interested in one single buy? Or is that something you're requesting to have? If you'd like to take a look at the notes, that'll tell you all about what we're doing here today. And then Judithia is looking for beach decor. Smitten by Glass is looking for a large Hager Gazelle. A 20-inch swung, preferably L.E. Smith, depends on the color, mouth, and girth, but up to $500. Gwen is looking for a large Grover plush, 2 feet. Jack Spit is looking for old Coleman, preferably blue, doesn't have to work. And Smitten is also looking for colored glass cruets. You missed a good one yesterday.
They got it.
Oh, you did?
I think Chadwick didn't Chadwick buy it. Did Chadwick buy it? I have to ship him tonight. I think Chadwick
Is
got
Chadwick
it.
and Heather? Do they know each other?
Chadwick is Heather's husband.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
I didn't know that. I never knew that to this day. Yep. That's crazy.
Chad and Heather. They were the ones
I knew Heather had a Chad. I just never connected that Chadwick's Picks was her. What? My brain doesn't work, guys. My brain doesn't work.
Guys, get in the giveaway right there. There's only 6 people in the giveaway. Jump in. It's free.
For you and Chadwick's items, do you want me to put Chadwick's Picks or Smitten by Glass for the contact, or should I just keep your stuff separate? What you guys requested.
They might fight over it. You never know.
Yeah, because I'm keeping my husband's request separate from my username so that if somebody messages him about an 1880s tavern, I don't have to I don't have to be the messenger. Metal trinket boxes with magnetic closures. Girlfriend, come to my show on Saturday. I have some of those. I have some of those. Metal trinkets. Magnetic closures. Any
Guys, we got
specific
1
price
minute.
range on
1
the
minute
colored
left in the
cruet?
giveaway. Right there. Enter the giveaway,
Is there
friends.
any price range? Any price range on the colored cruets and any specific company, or are you just cool with whatever?
Welcome in, folks. Appreciate you coming in, hanging out. Separate is good.
Look at this one. It's got little animal hieroglyphics on it, and then it's metal, and it's a metal little trinket box, and it has a magnetic closure. Look at that. I found it. I'll have that on Saturday at my Mighty Mini Mania show that Gumby's also on. It's a train.
It's a train. Choo choo. 10 seconds. Get in the giveaway. 10 seconds. If you're not in, swipe in. Get in.
But yes, price range on colored cruets and then price range on metal trinkets, or does it depend? It's up to you. Winner!
Deb's Treasures. You'll get a random 3 poker chips coming your way, friend. All right. Are we good to go? Hey, guys, hang with us, okay? Go ahead.
Let me get Heather's price ranges real quick.
You're welcome, friend.
Just real quick.
Hang with us a few
Colored
minutes.
cruet price range and metal trinket price range. Don't go anywhere, guys. We have to rate a new seller.
30 bucks less than
Gotcha. Okay, let's go.
Free. Gotcha.
Let's go.
All right, I gotta remove you, I think. I gotta remove you.
Bye.
Let's see. Can you remove yourself? Tell you what, just type your name. I think you can't type your name in there if you don't mind. There you are. There you are. All right.
I've never tried it.
I can remove you. See you, girl. Thank you so much. Hang in here. We're gonna go rate Jack Spitz. All right. I tried to remove you. What happened? What happened? Try it again.
You can't.
There we go. There we go. All right. Hey, hang in here. Let's go raid Jack Spitz and see what he's got going on. Let's go, guys. Here we go. Create a raid. We go find him. Search his name. JAX. There he is. He's got 2 people in his room. Let's go raid him. He's only got 1 now. Let's go. Here we come.